Bam. Dang, man. Always something, and I have to be Homer Simpson yellow, right? But shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Hope you're having a wonderful time this beautiful Monday morning. Did you work out today? Let's go, baby. Today is a beautiful day. Let's go. If you looked at my Twitter this morning, the rain was torrential. It was torrential rain this morning. Unbelievable. Really cool to wake up to. So soothing, so special, so beautiful. Who here loves the rain? I think we all do, right? That feeling of that rain coming down, it gives you this feeling of comfort when you're inside of a shelter. And so blessed on everyone here. Thank you for being here. And let's get the lime into the water. We ran out of lemons, but we got limes. So and look at that, the green screen. You gotta love that. Use the infamous, it's just funny how the green comes out on the green screen. You gotta love it. Don't use limes on the green screen, right? But I'm putting a lot of lime juice in here. We're gonna have some fun. I believe this decalcifies the pineal gland and gets us going. If it doesn't, who cares? It still tastes great. But I'm sure it has some of the similar properties, maybe not all. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. I'll turn away if you don't want to see that Patriots logo. Sorry, I don't mean to piss you off there. Man, that tastes good, and it's so ice cold. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. And why do we do that? Because to trade, you got to have a good mindset. To have a good mindset, you have to have your body running right. To have your body running right, you probably should be drinking water. Maybe a little bit of Himalayan salt in there too, to give some electrolyte action. With all the drinks being pulled off the market, you seen that? Fiji water, like so many things that you thought was good for you, is not good for you. And that's why I drink, my own water out of plastic bottles. And Mountain Valley spring water, which has been tested and is the oldest, longest known spring in the world. Really, that's the only water I truly trust. Everything else is full of plastics, and we'll get plastics in your balls. No, seriously, I'm not trying to lie. They tested men's balls, I guess, and there's more microplastic in our balls than ever. Yeah, you maybe spit out your coffee right now, but it's the facts. It's insanity. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. We're here together like we are every single day. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for jumping on in. And if we look at BOOKMAP here, we've got liquidity further to the downside. They may want to take us down to 64,000. It doesn't mean we go there for sure. We've seen 38 and 37K that never got hit, And when we zoom in, the closest liquidity is at 69.5, but that's a pretty bad sell-off there. Says if we get there, there will be a bit of a sell. And then, I don't know. So it's mixed signals on a Monday as usual. Monday is false move Monday. I usually don't chase anything. And if you've been trading with me for a long time, I don't really go after too many trades on a Monday morning. You won't see me usually live trading Monday. We did it, I think 2 weeks ago or a week ago. When it was there, it was there. If I see something, I take it. But if it's not there, I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to make it happen if it's not, you know what I mean? It's got to be right to trade on a Monday. It's got to be right. Anyway, I got to get myself situated here. I'm getting bigger, as you can see, working out a lot lately. And also the camera just makes me look bigger. I'm not as big as the camera makes me look. It's all just smoke and mirrors. But anyway, more liquidity to the downside at the end of the day. If you just had to zoom out and take a look at probability, which we've used BOOKMAP for many times. Is that right? Make sure that's correct. I don't know if I feel like it was a little, there you go. But it does suggest that we go lower than higher for Bitcoin. All right. Might need to test the lows. Someone here, Stefan, said we're going to 40K. You never know. You never know. Let's take a look at that CME watch tool. And today's a big week too. We might want to kind of trade very lightly this week. Whenever there's a Fed meeting on Wednesday, it can throw off the entire week. And so we have a lot coming at us in 2 days, 3 hours, 45 minutes, and 25 seconds. We have a Fed meeting. And the current rate is 5 to 550. Looks like that's not going to change. This has been pretty spot on. It's been very rare that this is wrong. So it's 99.4% for sure that we're going to not have a Fed hike. We're going to stay flat. And we're not going to get a hike. We're not going to rate cut. It's going to be pretty flat. And then we're going to have to hear what he has to say, see if he's hawkish or dovish. And so the whole market's kind of on edge until Wednesday. That is something that we're going to do. Let's just go to the 40K and call it a true bull run. You're funny. Right? Fungus eats plastic. Who's got fungus for my... Shout out to Paul Wood, man. He has the answer Throw some fungus in your nose. Sir, do you do home cleaning yourself? No, I do not. No. It's $250 every 3 weeks to clean this massive 4,000 behemoth house, 4,160 square foot house. They didn't do the backyard patio, though. I would have liked if they had wiped down the table, at least in the patio. These Fed meetings have been wild for the markets all year. Yes, they have. They've been a battle. This year has been one of the hardest years to trade. It's just been a battle. This shirt goes really well with this coat, though. I must admit, they look nice together. Wow. Don't drink out of plastic bottles. Amen. Big pump after meeting. Let's go. Beautiful house. Shout out to, I want to call you today and really go through it all and break it down. Yeah, my wife started getting cleaning services. They were $130 back home, and we had an 18 square foot house. It took them like an hour and a half. Three Nicaraguan ladies would come in and bang it out. Like, really nice. They were the sweetest people in the world. Very nice. We'd always tip them. See, here, this is the weird thing. We would always tip them. I'd always slide an extra. When I was in a really good mood, say I got a really big tip, or say Michael Pa came through the same day they were cleaning the house. I'm sitting there making money, trading, living my dreams. And I see them cleaning, and I'm not saying, hey, I used to do busboy. I don't look down on people that do labor because I used to do labor. And so I don't think there's anything wrong with it. You see what I'm saying? Now, you want to eventually work your way out of labor. That's hopefully, become the boss. But I mean, I was a busboy. I cleaned people's tables. I did. I took all the schlop and put it on the thing, and I wiped down the thing, and I put on a new piece of paper with the clips. I did that. That was me. So, you know what I mean? I have no shame in telling you guys where I've been and what I've done. But anyway, and they would clean the house. And my wife, she had a baby, she was tired. And it was for $130. I was like, man, so we are never too high to look down on others. Amen. Shout out to Paul Wood. Amen. It's a beautiful day. Shout out to Jeffrey Stonefer. God bless you, man. Shout out to Wizku Christian. That's real. Yeah, so I always would tip them, but look at what happened. I tipped them, and one of them told the boss that they were getting these tips. So you know what the boss did? The boss raised the price from 130 to like 160, taking away the gap of the tips that I used to give the ladies. You know what I mean? So then I gave them another tip, and I said, hey, don't tell your boss I'm giving you the tip this time. It's just crazy, right? The greed out there. So once she found out we would pay more because we were tipping, and we wouldn't pay more, I just felt like it was nice to tip. So crazy, right? Why the lady told her boss she was getting the tip in the first place, I don't know why. You know what I mean? How it happened. So maybe she read a text message. I don't know what happened. Maybe she was on them. So crazy, right? I got pissed because I love tipping the people. Tipping is one of my favorite things to do. It's like one of my biggest joys in life is being a nice tipper. She was probably so happy. Oh, yeah. She shored out of happiness. You're right. She was like, oh, wow. And they were so nice. They gave us another tip, too. They're such nice people. And the lady was like, oh, yeah, they're nice people. I'll take them for more money then. You know what I mean? That digital tipping that everyone place actually give it to their employees. Oh, yeah, that digital tipping. They just steal it, too, right? Yeah. My mechanic was floored when I tipped him. I know, right? So many people don't tip. When you tip, it makes people just so happy. It's crazy. The other day I went out and we went to I think it was a Carrabba's, right? I had never been to one before. We had a little meal and I had a really good day. Like it was like I think it was a Michael Pa day. It was like 3 weeks ago, a month ago. And I told my wife, she always gets mad. She thinks I overtip sometimes. And I said, I'm just going to give $100 today to this, I just feel like I just want to give. So please don't get pissed when you see the bill. Just let it slide. Don't roll your eyes. Don't. So I gave it to this lady. I said, and so, the lady came back to the table and she said, I prayed today that I would have a good table and good people. And like, you guys are my second table. And like, this is the biggest tip I've had in a month. And like literally since I worked here, she was like, I'm so happy. And she was like, and I told my wife, I said, I said, I had a feeling someone had prayed. I had a feeling like it was just weird. You know what I mean? And it was such a special moment. And every time I tip, like there's a connection, man. And I feel honorable, and like I'm such a softie. Sometimes it makes me want to cry, man, because I wasn't able to tip many times in my life. I didn't have it. I couldn't do that. I couldn't leave $100. I didn't have it. I just didn't have it. And I get on my hands and knees every night and thank God. And and thank God for everything that I've been given in this life. And so, man, we live such a special life, and I love all you. I love all you. Not weird. The Holy Spirit puts those feelings on our hearts. Amen. I sneak away and pay the bill. She always asks, and I tell her, none your business. You're funny. None ya. The CME gap around 20K for Bitcoin. Do you think we may visit that region one time? What are your thoughts on CME gaps? I don't see a CME gap down there. We filled all the CME gaps. Yeah. He says, after my stem cell transplant, I cry after everything too, Sammy. No shame at all. You're funny, man. Shout out to Paul Wood. But let's break down Bitcoin. ABT, one thing I'm showing you on the screen without saying a word. Arc block protocol. Previous resistance becomes support. The last time I put out a flag was right down here. We would blast to the target and some. I'm not saying we're going to do it again, but you never know. This coin is hotter than hot sauce. There's a swing up to swing up, well, a swing down to swing down. And we're also in the golden Paquito, the golden pocket. Actually, at that 706, we may come down to the 786. Master friend sweet spot. That didn't sound right, but you know what I mean. Funny, Sam. I do the same. Bringing small joy around me. Bring to my best person. Amen. Shout out to Barber Trader Joe. God bless you, man. Amen. God bless everybody here. Extra much. I like that. Shout out to Little Red Big Smile and Codeca Beats, a.k.a. Code Red. We love you. Thank you for being here. Let's take a look at that Fear and Greed Index and see what's happening. And I always just refresh it because you never know. I want to make sure I'm right. There's 72 on the Fear and Greed Index. You'd think it would be lower, somewhere down. It feels to me like a 60, but I guess what do I know? This has a better metric than me, but I kind of can feel market sentiment. It doesn't feel amazing, but you never know. Sir, just try spending 20% what you earn monthly on God's name and then see magic. Amen. 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 Shout out to Bateman. Shout out to all the new people. I see a bunch of new names here on the channel. So cool to see new people here on the. I'm so blessed to see new people. That's so awesome. I love y'all. Thank you for coming on in. Mondays equals a new start. Yeah, I worked out so hard this morning. I do the hardest workout on Mondays. My wife came and looked at me. I was sweating up a storm. I don't think she knew where I was or something. I don't know. She gave me the eyes like this, like I'm watching you. Look, I feel good. Don't I look younger? I've been out here in Florida. Come on. Doesn't everyone? I've been in Florida 1 month. Come on. Let's be honest. I look younger. I look more vibrant. I look tan. I look ready to go. Florida has already given me so much of my life back. It is the fountain of youth out here. You see older people, they just look so much younger out here. Ladies in their 50s look like they're 38 out here in Florida, man. I'm telling you. Not that I'm looking. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Shout out to everybody out here. Hot as someone says, I look hot as F. Yo, you're funny, man. I love you, brother. No, but I'm just feeling good. I'm feeling really good, and I want to spread that good vibe. I want to spread that good vibe. Bitcoin's been so boring, I didn't even want to get to it yet. You know what I mean? I didn't even want to talk about it yet. It's like, like the funnest thing in the day is not Bitcoin today, right? Anyway, we're watching this falling wedge on the 7-minute time frame. We were hoping for a short squeeze. Stochastics came up a few times, only to get rejected by the 200 MA. Unable to get above that moving average is not a good look. Stop while you're ahead, Sammy. Wife is listening. I know, right? Florida is plastic surgery mecca. You're funny, man. I haven't seen that, honestly. I've seen people that just work out and eat right. And I see all, I live around all the Amish. I call them the Amish, but I like to say Amish. But is it Amish or Amish? But I live around the Amish. You know what I mean? Not like 10, 20 minutes from me. There's a lot of Amish. There's a big Amish community. And they seem to be happy. All right. Assume Sammy will look handsome like Squidward. Exactly, Ty. Exactly. I don't know who that is, but I'm going to go with it. Tipping is a good habit here in the Emirates. You will it back in the future. We believe in it. Can you check ETHBTC, please? Shout out to Sood with the AED 1799. And wow, he's throwing his money where his mouth is. Blessings. Thank you so much for that awesome super chat. Dump after MOC, take out liquidity, then we go to the all-time high. It does that a lot, right? We dump after the FOMC, and then we pump back to the upside. Great people, the Amish. I met a lot. Yeah, they're really nice. God bless every race, every mankind, everybody. Shout out to Paper Trail. Amen. Smoking big Amish. I don't know what that means. Sam, I missed your live yesterday, but tuned in after. You said you had answered your pants. When you said that, I was like, you mean ants in your shorts. Yeah, you're right. You're right. They were shorts. I thought Amish people only lived in Pennsylvania. Good to know. No, they have a huge community out here in Sarasota, Florida. They like Florida. They got a beach community out here so that they can come visit their, and they go to the beach too. Don't get me wrong. They wear funny, different bathing suits, but they go to the beach. They all have these little like beards. Even the young boys, once they're like 17, 18, they get these little beards. Nice people, man. One guy came to my table, sat down and talked to me when I was here on vacation like a while back. All right. They're a Mennonite, a little different than Amish. I'm in Sarasota. Oh, yeah, they're Mennonites. You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. They aren't Amish. They're Mennonites. I knew that too. They're Mennonites. They're the Mennonite people. But they act just like, they act just like it. Yeah. The Mennonites. We have Mennonites also I'm pretty sure we have Mennonites in Massachusetts. We have a small Mennonite community. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I knew they were Mennonites too. I knew they weren't Amish. I'm so sorry. The Amish only live in Pennsylvania. You guys know it all right? Do they bowl? Okay, so we have this falling wedge. Can it break to the upside and get all the way to 70,350? That's what we're looking for here for Bitcoin. We need this wedge to break out. If not, we're in some type of nasty little bear flag. We could be making a shoulder, kind of a head, a bit of a right shoulder, and we could dump to the downside. I'm looking at the low to be 66,900 for Bitcoin. And now we're going to give you your top-down analysis just to break it down for you and show you what's happening in a Bitcoin land. Yeah, Kingpin the movie. That was the best movie ever, remember? Yep. We all grew up on that if you were in my generation. Woody Harrelson, right? That one scene where he has to pay the rent, and she's like, you better start doing tongue act. Oh, my God. Oh, God. So horrible. Anyway, weekly. Previous resistance held as support at 60,000. We got above 67,200. As long as we, keep weekly candles above 67.2, I'm bullish, That's fine. We can do whatever we want, up and down, left and right. Just don't close a weekly candle below 67,200, and I'm a happy camper. I'll take it, right? And then we could, attempt to go to the all-time highs at one point or the other. And then I've gone through the daily, all that, the 3-day chart. We look at the daily, and to me, I've just been watching this bigger channel. And you can even kind of get rid of that and use this, and you got this flat top ascending triangle, right? And are we going to break up or down is the question. That's kind of what everybody wants to know. And we knew we were going to get tight. We watched this, and I talked about the tightness back here. This was like you never know how long it was going to take, but I started talking about this back at the end of May. Remember, I was like, we're going to get tight. Even when we were here, I was like, do we break out, or do we come back down in the flag? Now, we look at the 8-hour time frame, the daily, and it's really the moving averages you want to pay attention to. And whenever we're tight like this and away from the 200, we usually get a beautiful pump to the upside. It would be very rare that we dump. However, anything is possible. So in my lifetime of doing this and backtesting this, it would be very rare that we dump to the downside. However, I'm open-minded to know that anything is humanly possible. Anything is possible. And the second you think, it can't, it can. So never tell yourself in trading that, this is definitely, it's not going to happen, because you can get spanked so hard and swung around so hard. Pay attention, right? So we have, a pretty strong resistance here at 71,900, right? You got to break that. And again, once this breaks and the market rips again, everyone's coming back into the market. Is going to be out of control. And everyone who kind of sat on the sidelines and thought it was kind of, whatever, they're going to be missing out on this monster move, all right? All coins are bleeding today, though, pretty hard. And we're going to take a look at the total 3. All right. But what we need to see is, number one, we want to make sure a daily candle doesn't close outside of this trend line. If we close a daily candle out here today, that's going to be pretty bearish. Bearish retest, and then you're talking for a possible move. And we could come down to either 60,000, maybe even 56 one more time, or to the liquidity that they have at $64,000. So this is the levels to watch. Bitcoin loses the trend line of the flag. You're coming to 67, right? And that's that big area that we've talked about. You lose 67.2. I don't see how you don't come down and test 64,200. You lose 64,200, you're coming down to possibly 60K. It just, you know, and then do you test 57,000, and then we'll go from there. Then is it a giant double bottom, right? And we'll take it one step at a time when we get to these areas, all right? But for now, it is what it is, all right? It is what it is. I think I am going to switch the mic to the right side, to this side, right? Because the mic would just come out there. I think it's a little in the way here, but whatever. It is what it is. I could probably shave a little bit of it off. I could move over a little bit. Shave a little more mic off. There you go. I think that's almost a little better there. All right. Okay. Blessings on blessings. Shout out to everyone. So we're looking for this bounce here for Bitcoin back to the upside. That's what we're looking for. Some people like getting spanked and swung around. I know. It's true. Sir, can you name a few successful day traders? I don't know any. No. What are your thoughts on Arbitrum? Many are panic selling on alts. I could tell one thing about it. Dummy, they're dumb. Yeah. Exactly. What mic is that? Sounds nice. It's the SMB7. Yeah. Or mirror your image. Oh, yeah, you can flip the image, right? You can go like this. Look. You can go add a filter. Or I think it's a... in the video, yeah, I think you can flip. Pan, tilt. Mirror or flip. But then you guys won't know what side is what. It'll kind of throw you off, right? Yeah, we don't need low light compensation. We got light up the yazoo. Nah, there is a place to flip though. I'm pretty sure I can flip. Oh, I don't want to flip vertically though. See? No. And then I pause myself. Look at that, playing games. All right. Don't mess with your camera while you're live. Just take it for what it is and be happy that you're not done. You know, you're not done. So this is what we see. We know we're going to watch the daily today. Come back tonight at around 6, 7 o'clock and see where we stand. We don't want to close below that level. All right. Someone says it's a diamond. I don't see it as a diamond. No. No diamond. The diamond would have to be longer the either side. You know, to me, I don't see the diamond. No. I get what you're trying to do there, but I'm not with it. Yeah, I don't. It's not a diamond. It's an ascending triangle, in my humble opinion. Yeah. 8-hour time frame looks really nice to me. And this is what made me long last night, was the 8-hour, right? We want to make sure that this 8-hour candle closes green. And we want to make sure that we don't lose the trend line. Like, it's just so important. We get a bounce back up here. They're going to liquidate all these shorts. It's only a matter of time, in my humble opinion. So I got longs waiting for a move to the upside here, and I could be wrong. Only time will tell for bitty Bitcoin. But my entry was here, stop loss below this low, and, you know, I want to get all the way back up there to about $88,000. So that's the trade that I made last night in front of everybody. It's still open, down to like $60 or something like that, and we'll go from there. End of the petrodollar, beginning of the Mexican petro peso is on. I'm moving out of the U.S. less city. Wow, the guy making crazy statements. Fed is going back to 0.9, or is it? No. Big consensus, also the best TA analyst. No. What's the upper? I mean, I guess. I don't know. He's all right. I love him. He's a nice guy. You know, he works for some company, though. It's weird. What's the update on AJX ASI merger? I'm in a long. I hope it goes up. Nice guy, though. We've had a collaboration before. Everyone decouple the last USD, and then everybody you're right with the biggest. I don't know, man. You guys are Brett. I don't know what you guys are saying. TA trying to break the $9. Everyone, it's just up to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin does its thing, everything will come back. Don't stress it. You know, watch Bitcoin. If Bitcoin does its thing, Ethereum comes back. Everything comes back. Bitcoin dumps. Everything dumps. It's very simple, my friends. I know my strategies don't always wow you, because they're very simple and they do this. It's the same thing over and over again. But just, you know, have faith that over time, things will prevail. So we want to see if this 1 hour can bounce back to the upside. To me, the bears had so much time to dump us and they couldn't. Like that should have dumped then that should have dumped then that should have dumped then that should have dumped and that should have dumped and that should have dumped. And now we got back above the POC and we got a gap here. To me, it suggested a short squeeze is coming. I could be wrong, but I'm long right now, and we'll see what happens. Opening up a long right here too with a stop below these wicks could be profitable because every time we get above the 200 SMA, we either get at least a little bit of a spike. It's like only 3 out of 10 times you get nothing. Then there's like 4 out of 10 times you get one of these, and then 3 out of 10 times you get like a really nice move to the upside. So, and again, don't quote me on all that, but it's kind of, you get a good move most of the time. So there we go, a beautiful short squeeze for Bitcoin to the upside here at 69,600. The shorts are getting squeezed, and it's a beautiful false move Monday. They got them running, and now they're going to go and squeeze them up. All right, back to 70,000 likely. We'll see what happens after that for Bitty Bitcoin. My holdings are Brett, Toshi, Chomp, and Andy. Just want to thanks a lot for you teaching us. Thank you. Shout out to X the Crypto. Amen. Haven't seen bullish div on the daily since September 23rd. When I see that, I long to the moon. Amen. Is there bullish divergence on the daily? You saw bullish div on the daily? I mean, right. I guess you could say, no. I don't really see bullish divergence on the daily. You see bullish div on the daily? I haven't seen bullish div on the daily. Yeah, I don't see it. Maybe a slight hidden bullish there. It's like slight, but not I don't see the hidden bullish. And there they go with a nice move to the upside there for Bitcoin. 69,700 for BTC. And the 15-minute broke above the 200 MA. That's what I was teaching and talking to my students about this morning. And if we can get that, we got it before, but last night, but it was rounded top. Can we continue? Now we need to break the local high here. It's 69,886 back to 70K. And then it's likely we come to this node here. I see we can get to 70,800, 70,009. What do I know, though? I'm just a guy that looks at the charts every single day. Probably absolutely nothing. If you're still here right now in the market, you're one of the few that's probably going to benefit greatly from any opportunity that's available. I stay in the market, no results. I stay in the market, some results. I stay in the market, huge results, right? I never knew when the huge results were coming, but what did I do? What did I do? I stayed in the market. You see what I mean? So I'm going to get this spacing right one day. It's not perfect for me yet. Sometimes where I want the mic and everything. I kind of want to be right here, but then I want you to see the pocket square. See, I live in vain sometimes, right? Hey, at least I'm honest. At least I'm honest about it, right? I guess I want to be over here, so I got to do a little camera movement. I got to see something. No, that's the opposite. There we go. Now I can be where I want to be. And there we go. I just needed a little movement over there. Okay. So now we got the 15-minute to break back above the 200 MA. Okay. Now we're talking possibility of a move back up there. Well, alts are bleeding hard, though. If you did look at your long-term portfolio, mine got hit pretty hard just in the last couple of days. Altcoins just getting beat to the ground on the lows. It's like without even realizing it, they're just beating up these alts. All right. So let's take a look at the trade from last night that we opened up, and let's kind of just talk about what's happening. What do I see and why I'm in it and where we could go, right? So the trade from last night was on the USD pair. Remember that. It's down $18 right now. No worries, right? Realized already down 7 beans, I guess, with the way Bitcoin has gone up or down or something. I don't know how that works, but sorry, something was acting up there. Okay, so I'm looking for this. I just got a stop loss below that low. I'm just looking for this to bounce up. I might even just take the profit when we get there. You know what I mean? But we'll see. If we get tighter and if we break out on retest, I'm staying in. All right, and I would love to ride this puppy all the way to $89,000 for Bitcoin. All right. Let's get back to the smaller time frames for BTC on this beautiful Monday morning. Shout out to everybody here on the live. So the 1 minute also got the signal when the 1 minute broke the 200 SMA. Boom. That's my signal, right? That's my known, and that would have been a scalp today. So what I love about this signal is I can trade it in the most volatile times, right? As long as I'm in and out. It's a really good signal. Doesn't mean I do it every time, but I'm just saying, if anything can pan out, it's that scalperino on the 1 minute time frame. And I could do that over and over again and pay myself and walk away, right? Slurf is staying strong. Thank God. I mean, I'm in Slurf long term. I thought it was interesting the way that it got burned, and I thought, that would only help it, but it didn't really get the buzz that I expected it to get, right? See how you pump up away from the 21. Price action will have to come back and touch the 21-day moving average if it's willing to continue to the upside. See, it will touch the 21, boom. Nice little short squeeze spike, and then that's my trade. You get above the 200, you open with the stop loss below, and you wait for the Stokes to get extended. There, they got a little extended, and you made the flag, but you can trade the flag, see if the flag broke out. That would have been a little harder to trade, I'll give it to you. But it did play out nonetheless. And the MACD got extended, and now you're pulling back to the 21-day moving average, as we watched so many times over and over again here on the channel. So a little bit of a short squeeze. False move Monday action. Be very, very careful. I wouldn't be running after anything or getting emotional. I'd be waiting until Monday night, Monday afternoon, after 6, 7 o'clock, even to the daily candle close, to kind of see what's brewing here for Bitcoin. Shout out to all my lovers of life and everybody out here. Thank you so much for jumping on in. You are blessed, amazing people, and we love you, and we thank you so much for jumping on into the live. Oh, what a beautiful day it is to be alive, man. Remember, every day you have to be alive is a blessing. There's people that never got a chance to live as many years as you have already, right? There's kids that get abused. They didn't get the mom and dad I got. They had nowhere near the life I got, right? And so, man, God bless, rest in soul to my mother and my father for being amazing parents, the 3 beautiful children, my twin sister, my older sister. I texted them this morning, and we all said it's been very hard. My mom loved the summer. My dad loved the summer. I named my daughter Summer after their love for the summer in a way, because they always brought me out to the beaches, and man. Yeah, so I don't live trade Monday morning. I hate to, crash your hopes, but it's very rare for you to see me. I did it 3 weeks ago because there happened to be a trade there that said, hey, for instance, like this makes me, I'm not going to live trade it, but it makes me want to live trade that little flag on the 1 minute. That's my style. The 21 touching, the Stokes resetting inside of a bit of a flag. Can we get the pump? I wouldn't be surprised if we can get a pump. If I don't trade, doesn't mean I can't make predictions live, right? I'd like to see this pump up to 69,860 for Bitcoin, right? Are your other siblings traders also? No, they have nothing to do with trading at all. Not even close. I'm the only trader in the family. Yeah. I'm the only crazy one, right? I believe that if I kept investing, kept trying, kept playing, kept attempting, eventually something that I picked would hit. Something that I got into would blow. And you know what it did? And so I always tell people, you never know what's going to happen or how, but the investor that keeps coming at the game eventually is going to win, I believe. Anything in life that you keep doing, you're going to win at. People think investing you can't win because there's so much probability that most people can lose, but it's the same as everything else in life. You just got to keep hitting it. Even life is probability. When you're going to die, how, you know what I mean? All the things that you don't know about, all based, who knows? You put your best foot forward every single day, see what happens. Same thing with investing. I felt life and investing were the same thing. So I kept showing up. Eventually, one of my investments paid off huge, then another one, then a couple, then too many paid off that I couldn't lose. You know what I mean? I had won too many times, but I got my face kicked in, my teeth kicked in, and I shouldn't be here. So many times I should have walked away. So many times something that I got into didn't really pan out perfectly. But I just stayed the course. I also studied history, and I believed that Bitcoin was the answer, and I knew that it was the mathematical movement. This flag should break out to 69,867. Let's see if we got some liquidity given it to us there. Yeah, they gave us 73,000. They even keeping that liquidity up above us at 72. So many doubters out here today. There's some liquidity right there at 70,000. I'm looking for this move. I'm looking for a pump here. You touch the 21, the Stokes get low. That's usually when you get a nice pump to the upside. It is Monday, but this is my go-to strategy. I find the flag on the 1 minute, touching the 21. When the Stokes get low, bang. Already it's starting to pan out like it should. Let's see if we can hit it again. When in your trading career did you hit your first, what you personally would consider a big win? I've been trading, I've been buying and selling a few things when I was 25, 24, 26, 27, 28. I think it was 6 years in. I finally turned like about 5 years in, I turned $2,500 into 10 grand. And then I was like, wow. And then I turned 6 grand into like over 50 grand on Canopy Grow Corp. And I was like, wow. And then I realized, wow, you could really change your life. And then I had a savings. Then I started researching, gold and silver, all that. I was buying gold and silver bars before I even started trading. See, the thing is, I knew to get out of the dollar before I started investing. So I didn't start. Most people just start trading the stock market. They don't really know the history of the dollar. You know what I mean? Their dad traded the stock market. They learned the stock market. They make some money. Some people really way more successful than me. I have knowledge that other people don't have pertaining to the history of fiat currency. You see what I mean? Like a fiat currency historian in a way. Once I took that knowledge and I knew it, it was easier for me to understand where the markets were going to go and why I should be investing in Bitcoin and assets that were scarce. Like, you know what I mean? It was the history that taught me what to do. The history gave me the sauce. Yeah. The history gave the sauce, and that's kind of what it came down to. Did I lose you? Yeah, I lost you. Yeah. I'll be back. I'll be yellow, but I'll be back, right? I'm messing with the camera for some reason. All right, there we go. I won't touch it again. I get obsessed with imagery. So we're looking for this move to the upside here for Bitcoin. And again, I call these all the time. This should happen. 78% chance, like about 80% chance I'll be correct, but you never know. All right, it could easily just dump in my face and I'll be like, oh, you never know. My mom never traded any stocks. Then again, it was hard years ago. She was 76. Shout out to Jennifer Moffitt. We love you. Can you pull up Bitcoin all-time history on the weekly? You will see the same triangle you see on the daily. Massive breakout incoming. Amen. We drew that. We drew that. It's John Cena. Shout out to John, man. Thank you for being here. Is John Cena here? John, are you trading crypto, man? Just takes a couple seconds. Hit that like button. Thank you, Sam, for your time and patience. Shout out to Isaac Villarreal. We appreciate you. I started buying stocks and crypto during the lockdowns. The great vanishing Sam. Amen. It's John Cena. Oh, yeah, you can't see me. That's what you're saying. It's John Cena, yeah. Where do you put the stop? The stop is always below the 200 SMA or below this resistance C. Resistance, just right there. Use the moving averages to keep your stop loss safe. Now, this is a trade even on Monday I might take profits from already. That's a good enough move on a Monday morning on a scalp trade, but you do what makes you happy. Sam, could you please show me how to backtest stuff where I can hide the future outcomes so I can study on TradingView? Well, you want to use this here, the replay tool. And you can go replay and then you can watch it play out. You do need premium. You got to pay for the biggest, package. And then you want real-time data too, right? So you want to make sure you get this like green dot, or this dot here. See that? Capital crimes, poor body, tell about money not sticks in England is worth finding and watching. I'll watch that. Thank you. Yeah. Check out Moolah. They're about to launch on base. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I see whoever that is, John Cena follows Casper, the cast meme now. Interesting. Weird. So there, we got the pump 69,600 for Bitcoin, but we got a little bit of a rejection here. And what can happen now is you can make you might make a symmetrical triangle, You can start kind of forming maybe, slightly, you don't know. I'm not saying for sure, but the 1 minute morphs and changes so fast. Everything in life morphs and changes so fast. That's why patterns always change. Well, like we could be doing something like this now. But it's kind of a lower high there, That's why I was like, I would even take profits on a Monday. I'd be careful. False move money. That's a nice M pattern right there to the downside. Still oversold in the stochastics though, and above the 200 MA. And then you want to keep looking at your 7. You want to see, did the 7 get rejected by the 200? It got above it, but it didn't want to hang above it. It's got to hang up. You got to get above this. So you technically breached this little trend line here, and you broke out of this little flag for a second. Could either be a bull trap outside of the falling wedge, and you break back inside. If you do that, you're coming right back down to the bottom of the wedge right here at about 69,181. Or you begin to flag out here. So let's flag out the 7. Let's see where that 21-day moving average is. And if we're lucky, we'll do this and we'll break. And then we'll break above the 200. And that would be how the daily really starts to kind of begin to win. But the 7 will have to break that 200 SMA for us to get above. If you don't know what I'm saying, it's okay. Just take it in and relax. If you know what I'm saying, then you know exactly how to trade for today. And if you think I'm out of my mind and insane, that's even better, because that means you're onto something. So, but just pay attention, okay? All right. What happened to Brett? Did Brett take a big beat down? Now, I'm watching GME. See that cup and handle? And there's still a lot of speculation that we could get the short squeeze. Biggest shorts we've ever seen for GME. Again, same as in 2021. It looks like the same thing could start to brew here. Went out and bought my girlfriend a vehicle yesterday. Such an amazing feeling. This community has changed my life. I've been a profitable trader for about 4 years now. Join the Crypto Lifers. Shout out to Colby Watson. Been profitable for 4 years. Join the Crypto Lifers. Unbelievable. Sir, how you have such a friendly nature. How is your relationship with your exes? I wouldn't know. I've been with my wife for since 2005. I met my wife in 05, right? So it's been basically 19 years. I don't talk to any of my exes, you know. I saw one of my ex-girlfriends actually last summer, but it was like a summer fling. We knew each other when I was like 15, 14 to 16 or something like that, 14 to 17. And I saw her. She actually she's Seth Meyers' wife, Alexi Ash. Seth Meyers' wife was one of my first girlfriends. I don't mean to, I don't know if she gets pissed hearing that, but that's true. Seth Meyers' wife was one of my first girlfriends, or I don't even know. We had a summer fling, you know what I mean? And I saw her at the fair last year, Alexi, and it was interesting for a second. I just was like, oh yeah, I remember you. And my wife was like, who's that? And I was like, oh, this is an old fling from back in the day, you know what I mean? It was a summer fling last summer. No, not last summer, man, please. No. But yeah, so I don't, Alexi Ash looks like the wife. You're funny, man. Jennifer, I believe it depends on where you got it. You're the one that got away from all your exes. I know, right? This guy wrote, she's smoking hot. You're funny, man. You crack me up, man. It's a true story, man. It's a true story. Digging himself deeper in the doghouse today. Yeah, you're talking about the first one. Yeah. You're like, this guy just really likes going. Yeah. But when you're the lifer, man, and you bring in the big bucks, your wife doesn't, you know what I mean? I own the doghouse, right? TMZ going to be calling. I know, right? Sammy, have you seen the new Solana DEX, Falcon DEX? It's 7 times faster than Chup and Rate, promising faster and less slippage. I like that you're saying that. You brought it up a few times now. Either you're the dev and you're pushing the project. I don't know what's going on, but we appreciate you, man. And you brought it up enough, and you write the same tweet, and we read it. Oh no, that's you, girl, I grow. You've been around for a long time. Maybe you sorry, I didn't realize who was saying that. Maybe you're just onto something, brother. But you've made your point. I appreciate it. Wow, look at the 7-minute getting above the 200. See, that would make me want a long. I'm still in 2 longs, just so you know. Otherwise, I would be opening up a long right now in front of you both. In front of you both. In front of you all. Just both of you. In front of you both. It just seemed to come out in front of you both. I think I say that in front of my wife and kids. In front of you both, right? When there's 2 of them. Or I have 2 daughters. Both of you, get over here. But look, so the 7-minute broke above the 200 MA. I never rebrand my kids. I should more. I mean, I'm not saying I never do, but I'm a pretty nice dad, man. Compared to my dad, I'm pretty nice. My dad was like either super easygoing and anything goes, or he was out of his mind though. So sometimes my dad was pretty cool too. You know, he'd be like drinking beer, like open the pocket knives, have fun, do whatever you want, you know. And then next thing you know, he'd be like freaking out over everything. It was so weird. What's the problem? One point where there were only 2 watchers. I know there was Kyle Fields. There was 3 people here, I think, at one point. Finally joined the 99 last night. Let's go. Shout out to Two-Tone jumping into the 99. God bless you for doing that. Thank you so much, man. Guess you two will see tomorrow. Yeah. Do you need to send it to an exchange? No love. I'm trying to follow up. Right, I heard they will merge automatically depending on where you hold it. Interesting. Fat held on exchanges will swap 1-to-1 automatically. My kid is 7. I don't do much reprimanding either. I'll have to when he's older, but not now. He's a gentle kid. Yeah, as long as he's not doing anything disrespectful, man. You got to reprimand your kids when they're going to do something that could hurt them later on. Like if they get a smart mouth at 6 or 7, that means they're going to be real hard to control 8, 9, and 10. And they're going to start saying things. So you better nip it in the bud. I see parents that don't know that, and I'm like, wow, they're going to have... What you don't do now, you're going to have to do... it's going to be 10 times harder to do later on. You got to correct bad habits the second you see them, because they will turn into horrible character flaws for your children. And that'll be on you. You know. Now, they'll pick up your good nature and keep them off the TV as much as you can. All right? Nip it in the bud, right? Yeah. You got to be a parent first. Yeah. Liver, do you hold AGX and know what to do about the merger? I do hold AGIX, and I hold it on a hardware wallet, so I will have to figure it out. But don't worry. I'll have a whole video up and running for what to do with the merger. Have no fear. My team will be all over it. We'll figure it out, and we'll make sure that everybody knows exactly what to do. 1-4-3. Interesting. It's just weird, man. It's like it's going to affect our holdings. It's strange. I've never had to like get rid of the coins that I already own, and I own Fetch and AGIX, and I own a lot. I'm telling you, like 150 grand worth compared if you put them all together. So that's kind of like, man, you know. I'm just happy I got into AGIX in the early days with the Lifer family. Gains, baby. We did get gains, but let's see what happens. I'm very curious to see what happens. So the 7-minute breaking above the 200 is a very bullish sign for me that we're going to get a continuation here, even though the Stokes get high. But we are very far away from the 21-day moving average. So maybe we get one more quick squeeze, and then we're going to watch the 7. Also, because of the Fed meeting, it slows volume down. Monday won't have the same amount of volume usually when you have a Fed meeting on Wednesday. It just, the whole market gets skittish. Look at me. I'm not throwing money around. I'm chilling. And a lot of traders are like me, right? So it's not a usual Monday with the same amount of volume. It's also there's less retail to collapse on because retail's out. Finally, their kids are out of school. Retail, the fathers aren't sitting there at work trading instead of being at work like most of them are. They actually have to be outside with their kids, right? So you're going to see a difference in volume throughout the summer. The summer, things change a little bit. All right. It doesn't mean we can't get a pump. It doesn't mean, but certain days are going to be there. You're not going to get the same amount of movement you got October to May. All right. I just want you to understand this. There's cycles to trading. It's cyclical. All right. Variance in trading volume just went down, wicked them out. No model, no play. Amen. As you just talk about Monday low, vibes, baby, vibes. Amen. So we'd wait on the 7-minute to come back to the 21-day moving average before I did anything else. And that's the one thing I would wait and watch for patiently for the day. The Fed meeting could be the catalyst that pumps Bitcoin straight through the 70Ks and above 80K. Anything could happen. Bitcoin's going to do what it needs to do no matter what, though, in my humble opinion. All right, let's take a look at the super chat and the fan funding out there. Shout out to all the beautiful fan funding. Thank you so much at this beautiful 11 a.m. juncture. Tipping is a good habit here in the Emirates. Will it back in future? We believe in it. Yep. Could you check ETHBTC? We'll take a look at that. Look at Arrow, ETBC, people on the 4-hour. And people has been hot. Can you look at Bitcoin Daily Stokes RSI? Seems like it has to bottom out before it'll hit the top again. Will it be the same now? It may. It doesn't always have to bottom out, though. It could just bend. It can be low. Look at your support or resistance. That's the key. Backtest, see, what you want to backtest is different ideas. So, like, say you go look for really strong support and see when price came down to it. And you'll see the Stokes probably just bent quickly and didn't go as low. The stochastics bend to support or resistance. So, like, if you have a major resistance area and you come right into it, and the Stokes look like they have more room, the Stokes will usually do a shallow dip because the support or resistance did not let you go lower, and the Stokes will reveal that. I've seen so much in price action, stochastics, that like, and I could make mental computations that most people just couldn't even believe. I'm sorry, I know I'm talking about myself, but I'm showing you guys things that you wouldn't believe. So look, we got that extra pump. I like this. 69,700. The short squeeze continues to the upside. I did not talk about opening up a short, right? If anything, I said, let's see if we can break. And look what I even noticed here, which I didn't see before, but it was a bit chunky on the Lego side. Lego, because it's like Legos. But look, shoulder, head. That was a beautiful inverted head and shoulder right there. 5 minute makes it look more apparent. Bit of a Sammy cup and handy with a double bottom as well. However, we are getting away from that 21-day moving average. I don't care how good we pump here. So now you have two prerequisites that can keep you long. And this is why I love my strategy. My strategy will teach us exactly what to do. If price can stay above the 200 and touch the 21, we're going to continue. If price loses the 200, then who knows? Then the bulls really just don't have control. So for the bulls to stay in control, we need price action to come back to this white line, either laterally or come down and come back up again. Preferably laterally and staying above the 200 SMA. We don't want to give up this yellow line. We give up the yellow line, this pump was lackluster, and it just meant we came to resistance, and that was it. Like we hit this local resistance, which we did. Resistance, 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 and now we're struggling yet again. All right. 69,864 here for Bitcoin would be the place we would eventually get to, but that could take some time. And we may not get there if we lose the 21. And look at that wick, false move Monday approaching. I mean, look at the just nasty garbage moves you see on a Monday. Monday annoys me. It's like annoying because it's like, dude, stop. Like, why do you do this every single Monday? Like, the most predictable thing about Monday is that it's unpredictable. It's pretty obvious. And it does the same things every single time. It's Monday. You know, you can expect the money move. But what you can't expect too is that's why I trade the 200 MA over and over again. It's the most consistent thing in the game. All right. So let's take a look at the fan funding. We'll take a look at ETHBTC and Aerodrone. ETHBTC and Aerodrone. I still like ABT, arc block right there. Pretty good buy zone inside of that golden pocket. The traditional technical analysis says that is a beautiful place, and you have hidden bullish divergence. Suggests that we could get a move further to the upside. That would be a move from 352 to 634, almost a double up completely for ABT. And Arc Block's been one of the hotter coins, honestly. If anything's going to be hot, it's Arc Block. Let's look at ETHBTC and see what's happening to Ethereum, Bitcoin. And I know I got a pretty big chart on it. Let's take a look. So I see it in this beautiful, just like a symmetrical triangle, really just getting tighter and tighter. There's your high, there's your higher low, getting the bounce. It's a little high on the weekly too, though, and saying, I don't know. So it doesn't look amazing. Looks like we may get some type of pullback for a couple weeks before another big move out. You need to wait for ETHBTC to break above 06276. Breaks above that level, that would be the key. But even then, it might kind of go sideways for a while. I don't know. Bitcoin's still the king right now. And even when we pump again, Bitcoin's going to pump pretty hard with Ethereum. Funny, it could be your bottom buy right there. That could be the place to start getting in. But the weekly doesn't look amazing for ETHBTC. I got to give it to you. I thought we would see a better move there, or would look better. I haven't looked at it in a while. 5-day chart's a little oversold. Wants to bounce back to the upside here. 3-day chart, similar. And see if the daily got back above the 200. So the daily just breached the 200. That is a bullish sign. So look for this to stay above. If this can stay above and then break above this, then there's a sign this is going to start to roll. And the weekly will just kind of flip up a little bit and stay high. But we've breached the daily 200 a few times now, and it really hasn't done much. And so it looks like we're going to come further back to the bottom of the pattern, but you never know. So ETHBTC doesn't look amazing. And Bitcoin sitting still on the futures here at buy on BOOKMAP at 69,680. All right. Everybody, I have a really good place, which I think is awesome for retirement, and it's iTrust Capital. You can actually open up an IRA, Roth IRA. There's people in my trading group, both people, like the husband and the wife both do it. And it's a really good place to set yourself up for retirement. I mean, you can't beat it. And you can buy and sell inside of that account tax-free as well while you're building that wealth. Pretty awesome idea. iTrust Capital. Place to maybe sink a Bitcoin in there and leave it there for a long period of time. You never know. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying to you should be taken as such, but you really don't have any other way that's as secure, as safe, 24 hours a day. When the ETF dumps, you can't buy in, but you can buy into I Trust Capital when the ETF dumps. So if you're really buying something for generational wealth, the whole Bitcoin for long term, I really believe I Trust Capital is an amazing, amazing resource. Look at the description below. Hit the QR code. I am sponsored by I Trust Capital, but even if I wasn't, I believe they're an amazing company, and they're one of the best, safest companies out here. I would not couple my name with anybody that I didn't have faith in and believe in. So I Trust Capital is an amazing product. Look out more about what they do, and they're open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Check them out. I Trust Capital. All right. Wow, beautiful pump here for the 7-minute strong move. Strong move above the 200. And again, getting above the 200 right there. The 15-minute got above it, open up along. Boom, you're in the money. It's such a simple way to trade, and it started with the 1 minute breaking above the 200 right there. And you're still in a long. And look, now we can do this. The 1 minute's in a bit of an ascending triangle, kind of rising wedge, really. That wants to break to the upside. So the 1 minute's looking like we could get a nice pump to the upside here as well. So again, my strategy is starting to play out. Let me get rid of that projection. We don't need it right now. But the strategy playing out, you can see, can we pump back up to 69,864 and continue here for the short squeeze? And another short squeeze, again, between 10:45 and 11:30 on my channel every single day. Whether it's Monday, false move, whether it's Tuesday, Friday. We've had them Saturday nights. Insanity. And I make a living off of this short squeeze right now. My trades that I'm in are doing well. I'm probably actually green in the trade now on the perpetual, right? I'm not up huge, but I'm just saying it is flipped green. But wow, can we get the continuation? A little bit of bearish divvy there, not amazing. See that? How that's swinging down, that's swinging up. We'd have to defy that and continue up, at least to the target, the first target at 69,860 for Bitcoin. I gave you, remember when it all started, I gave you this flag. It did play out, broke back up, but eventually, I mean, with a stop loss where I said it was, you're in the money. Anybody had the guts to take the trade? I did not. I don't trade Mondays. Usually it's kind of my rules, but did anyone break my rules and trade anyway? Anyone make gains on that trade? Anyone see what I saw and use the 21-day moving average bump? Inverted head and shoulder on the 1 minute. Oh yeah, right there, shoulder, head, kind of right shoulder there too, a slanted inverted. I remember when I was scared and let the market makers manipulate me too. Thanks to Sam showing me different, or else I'd be a chicken. Little still. Amen. Shout out to Brett 2 cents. I made gains. I'm in it. 30-minute bull. Yes, 21 MA strategy. Up $18. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Maxi. Shout out to Irish Aries Matt Stevens. Shout out to Sood. Shout out to Sigurd. Shout out to Joshua. Shout out to Tamas Axe. Shout out to Marta. Rave Song Records in the house. Shout out to Phonics. Low Profile 110. Shout out to King of Cali 707 Hodl, Khan John, and Himak Shah. Man, you're amazing, all of you. Shout out to Immat Taylor, Amit Taylor, and Love Learning in the house. My lifers, baby. The crypto lifers, I love each and every one of you. Let's go for the people that love their lives. Every single day is a blessing. Every single day is a day to be grateful. Every single day is a day to be grateful. What a blessing we have today. Lifer is the real deal and always will be. Shout out to Timmy313. You're the man, dude. We continue to push forward. Every Monday is a new day for me. I don't care about how many hundreds of Mondays we've gone through already. We've done this live stream for 1,000 days and more since February of 2021. And I'll continue to do it because each and every one of you energize me, push me, get me going, and inspire me to realize that every moment is a moment to cherish and to go after our lives, like, and to take, you know, to take that life, to take everything out of life, not waste our time. Today is the day, baby. When I work out, man, everything goes well. The stream goes well every single time I work out. It just feels amazing. There's something about it. There's a push to it. There's an energy to it. And it comes from the workout in the morning. I'm telling you right now, you got to work out every single day, or at least, I mean, you can take Sunday off and do yoga, but at least have a routine. Have a workout routine in your life where you are working out on a regular basis. It is so important. I preach it. 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 I'm 41 years old. People say, how do you have so much energy, Sam? Where do you get all the energy? Well, I fast generally. I work out generally. And I don't eat garbage food. You know what I mean? I indulge here and there. I had tiramisu the other night, Saturday night. I had some of the molten lava cake. I'm not saying I don't have fun, but I don't drink Dr. Pepper left and right. I don't drink soda all day long. You know, I drink water and lemon whenever I get a chance. I'm hydrating. You got to pick the right things for your body. It's called the slight edge. Over and over again, things will pan out for you. They really want to go after these shorts, in my humble opinion. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a mega candle right now. Brah, brah. What do you think, Master Friend? Headhunting? Going for it? And how about my Celtics, baby? Putting it down. I'm sorry to all the young kids that love Lukic. I know you guys are all looking up and you want to see him win. But man, the Celtics just are too strong. Jason Tatum not even having a really good, I mean, still scoring 18 points, but really, like, he was like 3 for 15 or something. A lot of his layups didn't go through. I love Jason. He's an amazing player. He's strong, but this entire playoffs, he hasn't followed through a lot. He hasn't hit a lot of amazing shots. It's really been it's been a team effort. The Celtics are an amazing team. It's not one player. They're an amazing team, and that's why I love watching them, man. It's about the love that they share with you. You can see the love between the players, man. And then Drew Holiday just doing what he does, man. He just seems to always come through in the clutch. Anyway, enough about the Celtics, but I'm just amazed at the Celtics, baby. My team's in the finals, man. And since 2008, we haven't won a finals. It's been a long time. I feel like we've been great, but like it's been a long time. 16 years. 16 years since we won a final. I was so young. I was like 25 years old, 20, you know what I mean? I remember it too. I remember seeing Ray Allen. I got to meet him in a parade a couple weeks later, and I slapped his hand. I can't believe how many threes you hit. Man, Ray Allen was the truth, bro. He hit that 1-3 against Miami with like seconds left or something. We would have lost. It was just insane. Anyway, I called this pump for you. It's getting the move to the upside. I usually put out my long position, but you enter here with a stop here. You can almost bring this. I would shave the stop now a little bit. So now you can barely lose any money on the trade, you know? And even then, on a Monday, I would be taking some profit there. Or at least, you know, I'd be in and out fast on these Mondays. Just scalping. That would be 2 wins in a row. 1 win right there, and then another win right there. Call it a day for Monday trading. If I took both those little scalps, I'd be the happiest dude in the world. That's kind of my style. In and out, trade, you know, sell a little early, but take your gains. Guarantee the gain. Look at this massive short squeeze now. It's bigger than we think. Link to Bookmap in the description. We could see that there was some liquidity there. And then even just watching this happen in real time and knowing what's happening behind the candles, understanding there's so much more behind the candles and how much Bookmap reveals and how to use Bookmap accurately and how to blend with the liquidity and how to understand it's more than just candle bodies and what's happening, right? And you can see, look, this is the move up that I saw. And then the chart told me rising wedges break up. Okay. Shoulder, head, right shoulder to the upside. Everything was kind of positioning and getting ready for that move. And then you can see it in real time, these actual liquidations occurring. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome there for Bookmap, right? Now there's we had some strong bearish div that kind of got, you could say, kicked off a little bit, but now is it extended? Still a little bit of bearish div now when you really look at it, right? And you're getting away from the 21-day moving average on the 1 minute. That would have to come back to the 21, even if you just bounce. And this could easily just plow all the way back down for a false move Monday. Now what are you looking at? Well, you're looking for this to make some type of sideways flag and not lose that previous support section. Can you make some type of flag like so? Here's your next measured move. Interact with the 21-day moving average and continue to the upside. Wait for the stochastics to reset. Wait for price action to touch the 21. And boom, and we just rinse and repeat. You can do this on the weekly, the daily, the 8-hour, the 4-hour, the 1 hour. But you can learn it on the 1 minute because it happens so much more on the 1 minute. All right. Unbelievable time to be alive. Let's take a look at total 3. Very important that we're taking a look at total 3. We got to watch that like a hawk every day, really, and make sure some key levels aren't being lost. All right, this was the altcoins, right? This is all the altcoins excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And you don't want to see this lose this trend line, really. You want to see this trend line hold. So far, you're still inside the trend. We need to bounce up, get tight, and we need to break on out of here. We break lower, I mean, then it says we can come test $600 billion, right, in the 200 SMA. You lose that, I mean, then you could go lower, right? I'm not saying we're going to do that. I'm just... So these are the altcoins, man, and the boys and girls, ladies and gents. We need this to bounce back up here. Maybe make a look a shoulder, a head, and maybe a little right shoulder in there to get us on out of here. So we're in a tough spot right there on that daily. We are finally oversold, but you lose this trend line. I don't see how you don't drop to 602, right? So Bitcoin needs to bounce. The altcoins can then get the bounce. Little bleeding right there. The altcoins bled out the last, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. It's pretty nasty bleeding for the altcoins, right? And so previous resistance is support at 659 bill. But we gotta hold that and break above it. And then what you're really looking for is the break above and the retest of $706 billion. But you lose this level, I mean, that's no good. So we're going to be watching Total 3 very, very closely. Let's take a look at the DXY as well. And we'll jump back into the fan funding. So the DXY getting another daily pump here today. And Bitcoin kind of getting a little bit of move with it. Bitcoin pumping to 69,800 now, getting an extra saucy move. So look, I mean, see how the 1 minute kind of turned again? Wow, this thing is plowing for the bigger target now. As you get further 21, and you're going to have to come back to it. It's only a matter of time. But nice short squeeze for Bitcoin. All the way to 69,820. Trade's now up $42. Now we're actually getting into some greenery here. All right. Remember, that was the long-term 8-hour trade from last night. So not to be too, I'm not, if it was a scalp trade, 42 would be awesome. A bigger time trade, I'm looking to make like 3 or 4 grand off that trade. So but hey, I'm still super appreciative at $40. Like, I'll take anything above the entry anytime and be super grateful for it. Gratitude is the attitude, man. Today, you never know, man. Any day could be the last day. You never know. You never know when your last day is coming. And so I want to be remembered as being awesome on my last day. So I'm going to be awesome every single day of my life because that's my philosophy. I don't mean to be morbid. It just, that helps me always remind myself not to take the day for granted. Wow, massive short squeeze for Bitcoin, like a massive one. Look at that, like straight vertical lineage. Just up to 69. And that's what we were looking for. Now you're massively in the money too. You're massively in the money on this trade. And the original flag that we put out, you're massively in the money too, with the entry at 69,550. I was already in the trade, so, but boom. Look at that, man. Now we're plowing, baby. I told you they were going after the short liquidity. Whether you listen to me or not, who got wrecked going against me? Be honest. I want to know who shorted this market and got rocked. Just be honest. I think it's cool. I just want to see who has the honesty. Did anybody short? And someone has to be in this short squeeze right now. Because not everybody listens to everything I say. 70,000 Bitcoin, baby. Let's go. Back to 70K. And I told you there was liquidity up there. Praval Patel said he shorted. Yeah. Sammy short squeeze, man. Every single time you're going to get the short squeeze with me. I took the trade on Solana. I closed my long early. I did short Floki in the green. I shorted. No. In the long 333. Shout out to Rave Song Records. I was close to the short. I was close to short it. You're funny. I'm on 10 long since 67. Wow. I'm long with you from last night, baby. Let's go. Sir, I won't trade until I see volatility, clear direction, and then put stop loss. Okay. My stop got hit at 69,600. Then I flipped long. Shorted. Blocka, bang to the upside. Blocka. I love that. You're a Biggie fan. Long with 7 broke. 333, baby. Exactly, right? 7 broke to 200. Take the long in the money. So the second the 7 minute took that 200 MA, right there, if you open up the trade, you made gains. It was that simple of a signal. You didn't need to know anything else. That's why I tell people I could take a random person never traded in their life and turn them into a trader. They just got to listen to the simple sauce that I put out. and nail it. And so you're in the green with me. Shout out to everyone making gains in the trading group who sharded themselves. Notorious Nug said he sharded. Yep, you messed up. Go clean your pants, man. Okay, just got out of the long. 25%, 50x. I love it. I love it. This is the trading. This is the place where people make gains. I don't know about these other channels, but people make real money here, or they learn how to make real money here. Yeah, loving the blue today, Sammy. Thank you. Appreciate that. And it's actually a gray suit, but the gray is just taking in the blue, I think because of the white, the way I did the white balance. So it's looking kind of like a blue suit, but it is a gray suit. It's actually like a shark gray. Lifer is the everyday hitter, man. Never quit an everyday hitter, baby. We did it again, everybody. So now if you're setting up, at this point, I would take profits. I mean, we almost hit target. We're about to hit the target, actually. 70,000. And I told you there was liquidity up here, and I told you we were going to go for it. And again, I didn't know what was going to happen for sure. I knew nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. But my years and years of doing this told me there was likely going to be a move here for Bitcoin to the upside. Shout out to the 1,441 people here on the live. Everybody, let's have a long talk. When I first used to do this live stream, there was 3 people watching me. Those 3 people hit the like button, turned to 6, 6 turned to 7, 7 turned to 8. Then we had 50, then we had 60, then we had 100. Then we had 300 people for a while, 250. We couldn't get over 300 for like a year. Then we got to 500. It was amazing. I bugged out. I couldn't believe we had 500 people watching. We sat there for a year. Then we sat at 600, 700. Then last October, I think it was November, we breached 1,000. We cracked it. We got onto the bigger live streams of crypto, and now you guys keep coming. But we can't keep moving without each and every one of you. And we can't go, I consider 6, I'm super grateful for what I have, but let's start over like we're at 6 again, even though we're at 1,400. We got to get those likes to continue. This is going to get to 2,800 to 4,000 to 5,000 people on this live. It's only a matter of time. But it's each and every one of you that's going to have to do it for me. I can't do it. I can show up every single day, and I can give you every single thing I got. And I can pour my heart and soul out and all the energy in which I have. But I can't hit the like button for myself. I can't push it forward. I can't create a movement. Only you can. Only you can. So I'm asking each and every one of you to push me all the way to the limit, to get me to some place I've never thought possible. You've already got me this far. Why don't you keep pushing? So hit that like button. Let's get it going. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. May God bless you and your family and everyone in this live stream and everyone in the world, really. I hope we have, just a wonderful 2024. Election year coming out, too. We got so much coming at us this year. Fed meeting this Wednesday. Take it one day at a time, one step at a time, one moment at a time. Use me as an example. I live stream every single day. If I had to think about going live every day, it would probably give me a panic attack. Like, oh my God, if I thought about every day this year, I'm going to be live every single day, I'd be like, but I don't think about that. This morning, I took a deep breath and I said, you got to get through a 2-hour stream today, Sammy. And then you got to get through the day. And then you got to get to bed and be grateful. And then you can start the next day. And then when the next day comes, you can be there. You can do what the next day has for you. Sorry, I got this thing all stung around here. Anyway, so yeah, be grateful for your moments. Stay in the present moment, and that's how you're going to be able to push each day together into success. Anxiety gets to us. If we think too much about what we're trying to accomplish and where we're going, we'll get overwhelmed. Look at a building. Look how they build a building. If everyone at the job site freaked out about how big it was and what they were going to do and how it would never get done. But what happens? The carpenter does one stair. That's all he's got to think about. Another guy puts in a window. That's all he has to think about. Everybody does their part, and somehow they build a massive building, right? But if everybody thought about the massive building all at once and just freaked out about it, nothing would get done. Look at your life like a massive building. You got to make it happen. You got to push forward, all right? It's kind of cool. Like, make those metaphors, make those mental connections. If you're having a problem getting over something in life, find a physical idea that represents that mental connection. For me, that helped me. Like, for instance, I had a problem like building businesses and getting myself going. And so I asked myself, like, but you're strong, what's the difference between building a little brick building outside and putting the bricks on? I said, if you thought about dropping a brick on your foot the whole time, you'd never do it. And if you thought about how hard it was going to be and how much hard you had to work, you wouldn't do it. But if you just picked up one brick each day and put it down, in a month's time or whatever time it would be, no matter how big the structure would be, you would finish the structure. So I said, look at any business you're trying to do, Sam. Look at anything, YouTube, your trading group, your life, whatever it is, and just put one brick on at a time, piece by piece. If you can make one positive day that day, you've done something well. And stay positive each day. You know, people have to bounce back from negative experiences. So if you can just stay positive every day, you're doing pretty well. You're moving, you're progressing. You know? So, and then you just match the progression each time. And then you just gain more momentum. And as you gain momentum, you get addicted to the momentum and it becomes habitual. Then you don't want to lose your momentum. That's why you don't drink. You don't go out. You don't waste your time with people that don't gain momentum with you. You only want to be around momentum movers. And that becomes your fold. And then you're the top 5 people around you, or you're the top 5. You know what I mean? Or you're the best. I mean, you just know what you are. You keep grinding. It's about what you got to get done every day so you can spread more love, joy to the world and be positive. When you're doing what you love and accomplishing your dreams, you're a better person for the world, period. And when you're a better person for the world's a better place. So I realized by going after my dreams and going after what I loved, I could help you do the same. And that would really, and if we all did that, we would be symbiotic in each other's success. And that really is the crux of my live stream. That's why I'm here every day. That's the true answer of why I like going live and why we do this. All right. You can't open this? My wife can't open this. You gotta give me a, I could do it, but I gotta push it too close to myself. No. I got it. I couldn't not get it from my wife. You know what happens is it's the oxidation of it. It expands and it puts pressure on the top. All right, so look, we're looking for this 1 minute to break to the upside here. I white-hatted the tomato sauce. But that hat was filthy dirty. I already ruined it doing landscaping or whatever. Not landscaping, but potting plants. If you call that landscaping. Come on, you know what I mean? You know the lifer's not out there like digging 10-foot holes, let's be honest. So look, I look for a move here. That's a beautiful entry right there. Actually, this is turning into a nice Monday, like, to trade. I'm kind of like, I kind of want to scout more. Well, I'm just letting my trade cook for the bigger money. But that's a trade right there. Stop loss below the wick, right? It's a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio. And see if you get the breakout touching the 21 with low stochastics. You look for some hidden bullish. I mean, that swings up while that swings down on the RSI. You drew a mini fib there. You might have like slight mini, you know, that's the 786. You could get a bounce. That's all panning out for a move to the upside. I expect a move. Again, it could make an M pattern and dump. Watch out for the M. I'm always open-minded for what I don't want to happen, which would be the M pattern to the downside here. But I mean, they're liquidating these shorts pretty nicely, getting back to 70,000 for Bitcoin. And they had everybody pretty bearish too. It was getting pretty gnarly. Even the stream started. You noticed my stream? People were starting to talk about 60K and 40K, and people were getting pretty gnarly out here, man. The fear and greed, man. You know, that fear gets people going, I'll tell you what. But here we are in the long, yet again, continuing to take names and kick in doors. And wow, banging on them to the upside. Bitcoin, baby, Bitcoin doing damage. And rain's coming again. More rain today, huh? Mostly sunny, 42% chance of rain. Says it's going to rain at 3 a.m. today. That's it. No more rain until 3 a.m. But then rain tomorrow from 3 to 5 a.m. We're going to get a lot of rain. Fire crew battle overnight. Blaze the destroyed home. Displaced a family. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, Florida rain, a potential flood threat. Gulf Coast joins next week. Yeah, we're about to get a lot of rain. Cold front in Texas. One would enter. I would love a cold front. We've had 90 degrees for days, man. To smell cold air would be nice. Okay. All right. We're looking for this pump to the upside here for Bitcoin. How many people made gains here on the channel today like they usually do? But, you know. And low friend, hurricane season. Shout out to Stack McChange in the house. Yeah. Well, you know what's funny? You guys have hurricane season. We have hurricane season on the East Coast and the Northeast. We have the same hurricane season. You know what I mean? So that's a Northeast thing. I mean, it's definitely worse here in Florida. I'm not going to act, but you know, I lived in an island every summer off the coast of Massachusetts. And that island, we would, you know, hey, hurricane season. We got hit with Hurricane Bob 1993 when I was a kid. Florida obviously gets hit harder, but look, that's the third. Look, I gave you this flag played out. I gave you this rising wedge played out. Each time I showed you the Stokes were low with the 21 touching. This one, the Stokes had curved with the 21 touching. Stokes were low again with the 21 touching. It's a signal that I play over and over again. Doesn't mean it plays out every single time, but it means it's more likely to play out than not. All right. As it just watch it just and dump in my face. And again, it's about in and out, knowing what you're doing. If you can't trade, if you don't know how to trade the 1 minute, stay the heck off of it. You should demo trade the 1 minute, at least open 100 to 200 trades in the 1 minute before you touch any real money. You got to learn how to demo trade before you do anything when it comes to trading. If you don't demo trade, you're just going to be throwing your money in the garbage. All right. So just be careful, pay attention, know what you're doing. All right. Funny, what happened to my watcher window? I got rid of my watcher window over here. It's weird. Sam, you're a Florida boy now. I just be keeping you in a loop. Embrace it, brother. Shout out to Stack McChange, man. Hey, Stack, you're the reason I actually live outside of the flood zone. You actually gave me the flood map and said, yo, when you move to Florida, man, you might want to take this into account. And you gave me the Gulf flood map, and I made sure to buy, you know, to rent. I'm renting a home right now. I'm not buying. But I made sure to rent a home outside of that flood zone, man. And, you know, kudos to you, dude. Because that was so insightful and intelligent to do, and no one else did that for me. And it was like really apparent where that flood zone was, and you showed me the line and everything. It was pretty awesome. So anyway, shout out to Stack McChange for being super awesome, highly intelligent, and always looking out for his peoples, man. The guy's spot on. Yeah, also remember, Sammy, we don't get hurricanes hit our area like they do on the east coast of Florida and Miami. Yeah, because it has to crawl all the way in, take a turn, and then smash the side, you know what I mean? Instead of coming up the coast and just nailing the east coast, right? But again, anything can happen. I have the storm windows here. I got storm windows and all that. Shout out to Nunya Biz. He says, not true. Not true. Look at, there's a pump there for Bitcoin. This is the third one I'm giving you. Looks like we may actually continue. It had the little wick down, but it came back up strong with a vengeance here for Bitcoin. Let's take a look back here at what's happening to Bookmap, but we got more liquidity building all the way to 70,200. They know what they want to do. And now they're even dangling that liquidity up here. They still are low, but are they really going to get filled down to 64,000? Is something crazy going to happen today? Are they preparing for CME? Insane, but we're back to 69,960 for Bitcoin. We were sideways all day yesterday. Nothing really happening. Finally getting a bit of a move here for BTC. And look, another falling wedge off of the 21 with low stochastics to the upside. I'm telling you, man, I show you how to trade this over and over again. We do this almost every single day. 1 minute, same thing. Clockwork. You guys see me do the same thing over and over and over again. And it doesn't get old because it prints that money, baby. And you know what? I'd rather do that. I'd rather play this model all day long than go to work for somebody else. I'll tell you that. It took me years to get my butt with to find this model and to figure it out, but bang. Look at that thing as I'm conversating, pumping to the upside. I'm giving you some nice, entertaining conversation while I'm teaching you how to pump, and it's pumping while I'm talking. Like, you can't beat this live stream. You just can't. Hey, Aloish, I think I'm going to start trading. Hey, Krish, go upstairs, start watching Crypto Life and make up some money. You got to learn how to trade. How come you don't trade yet? The whole GameStop thing happened. You didn't make one penny. Chris, you're a failure to the whole family. Everybody else in Quahog knows what's going on. You have no clue. Go upstairs and learn. Watch Crypto Lifer and get an education. I'm sick of it, Chris. I'm sick of it. The smell go there. We drop down into the void. What? Yeah. Voiceover is good. Shout out to Crypto J in the house. Amazing time to be alive. It really is, though. It really is. And you're learning from the best, man. It took me years to figure this stuff out. And it plays out right in front of you every single day, constantly. It's insanity. Absolute insanity. And it's patterns that play out but I'm using patterns and indicators. Stochastics, I'm using moving averages. The VRVP, look, we got above this high volume node. Cha-ching. We had a gap here. Cha-ching. We had another gap here. Cha-ching. These things said these things were going to happen. Now we could make an M pattern. Remember I told you, we might make an M here now. I'm open-minded. I know there's resistance. We break through that. I mean, then it's more likely we could pump all the way back to 7,200. And then I look at my liquidity, and you can see how we can start to build the idea of what's happening based off probability and based off what we're seeing in the real-time data on the charts of where there's actually orders on the order book. Not on some fantasy idea of I think, I feel, or I believe. Like, these are real orders on the order book. This is real stuff. Real time. All right. Look, we had a double top here. Can we break back above this high? Okay. All right. Sorry, I talk about myself during the live stream. If you don't like it, leave. All right? I'm going to make that really clear. If you don't like it, leave. Bob. All right? I can't teach you about my life without talking about myself. So if you don't like it, if you can't handle someone else shining, if my shine makes you feel strange, this is not the stream for you. All right? I don't want to hear a comment like that ever again. If you can't handle it, this ain't the place for you. Okay? When I watch a Tom Brady documentary, I want to hear him talk about himself. Okay? When I watch a Bob Proctor, I want to hear him talk about himself. When I watch someone teaching me about how to better their life, I want to hear them talk about themselves. I want to know how they got from A to B. All right? Okay. All right. There you go. I'm done. I'm done catering to people. I'm done saying sorry. I'm being me. All right? And if you don't like it, I'm sorry. I can't make everybody happy. I shouldn't even address your simp of a comment, but I did. All right? Anyway. Variance trading volume not fitting traditional pattern. Strap in, boys and girls. So look, I mean, now we got a bit of an ascending triangle here starting to form. Okay? And now you want to see the stochastics reset again without losing this trend line. Similar to what we're seeing for Bitcoin on the daily. Bitcoin has one of these on the daily. Right? You can transcend this information through time. And look, there's the M pattern that could possibly dump us all the way back down to 69,680, which would make sense for a false move Monday. This is where I would be looking at the 30 and the 5 to see if we get a bounce. 5 second does suggest that we could bounce. See? I don't mean to throw you off by going to too smaller time frames, but sometimes you can get confirmation here. Hey, bro, keep talking about your life, bro. Be proud of yourself. Amen. Shout out to G-Man. Amazing content. Shout out to Gerald Julian. The true Sam shows his colors. Amen. Yeah. Love it, Sam. You be you, my man. Every day, baby. Every day. Nobody benefits from you not being yourself. All right? Shine, baby. Shine. Everyone out here, I want you to shine. I want you to shine. Tell people about your experiences. Teach people about your life. Engage with the public. Have some fun. Don't be afraid to share who you are with the world. The world will share who they are back with you, and you will find there are so many amazing people out there in this world ready to shake your hand and tell you how much they love you, man. There is so much love out here, it is ridiculous. Had I known how much love was out here, I would have started earlier. You know what I'm saying? Shame on me for being, in my depressed state alone in a room all day, thinking that nobody cared and nobody would engage. Man, that's the worst thing you could ever think. People love you, everybody. And people are willing to engage with you. You just got to step out into the light, baby, and shine. And you got to be disciplined. You got to want it. You got to make it happen. But I'm telling you, man, and then there'll be other disciplined people that wanted it and made it happen, and they'll be around you. You'll surround yourself with these type of people, entrepreneurs, people who push forward every day, people who want something bigger than themselves. And they'll be the collective 5 friends you have, and then your life will change into a way you've never thought possible. That's what the trading group's about, hoping you'll meet people like that in my trading group. Hoping you'll find someone that really wants to change their life, that really believes they can. The people that believe in me and that show up to my live stream are people that believe in themselves, right? And so that's the crux of the type of people that we make on the live stream, the crux of the type of people in the trading group. That's what brings us together. It's the belief that we can change our lives. Once you really believe you can, you will. But the people that don't believe it, they never will, because they don't believe. Look, there's the cup and handle there. We're still inside this flag. It's not over till it's over, baby. Let me just readjust this. Yeah, that makes sense to me. That would head to 70,300 for Bitcoin. So much positive energy in the trading group. Yeah, some of the best knowledge. Honestly, someone just said something interesting. They said, are you sure this is crypto or self-growth motivational stream? To be good in trading, you got to believe that you deserve it. Once you make $1 million, a lot of people give it back because they don't believe they deserve it. Your mentality is more than... I'm going to teach you about how to find new coins, how to look at low flow, how to look at tokenomics, where to find new coins, what channels to watch, how to watch, you know what I mean? How to really mine the data. You're going to learn that with me, and you're going to get there. But if you don't believe that you're worth $1 million, you don't believe in yourselves, then it's very likely you're going to hold or keep the million that you make or ever get there. So mentality is everything, my friends. And while I'm telling you this, I'm watching a falling wedge break to the upside. Like, I'm not teaching you TA. It's just moving a little slow in the 1 minute. So I'm giving you two things to think about. If you're like me, you got a little bit of, ADHD in you. You're all over the place a little bit. You got a good energy. And so I'm giving you two things. And that's why my stream can kind of really stimulate the brain too and get you going. I'm philosophically hitting you while I'm actually showing you the technical analysis play out in live. Now, if I was just talking my face off and I wasn't drawing any charts, just blah, 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 and you made no money, fine. You could say I was just a guy that runs his mouth, and I'd be with that. But I'm not doing that. I'm hitting you with two things at once. Some people don't even realize what's going on. Your subconscious mind is expanding at such a fast rate, you have no clue what just happened on this live stream. So look, once this continues to break out, which it looks like it may with the stochastics, look, and that's a Sammy cup and handy. That's a cup and handle. That says it wants to blast. And honestly, it very well may. Look at the way the stochastics are turning. We've been on the 1 minute all day, and they've been hot. The 1 minute has been hot. Looks like we're going to 70,278 for another bit of a short squeeze here for Bitcoin. I'm getting excited. I can feel the fans burning on my computer. Look, but they're not providing the liquidity today. It's so strange. Normally, you'd see all this liquidity up here. They don't want to give it to us. So some whales are just deciding, oh no. Is this a country? Is this retail? It's weird because we don't see institutional funds right there. They're going to have to come in. Maybe they're going to appear. Maybe they're just trying to, they're spoofing the market. I don't know what's going on. The chart says that you'll come back from the top of the pattern here, you see? And now you'll go sideways. But to me, if that happens, now we're going sideways. And if we go sideways, beautiful, right? Can you please stop talking about yourself? Meh. I just never come on, man. You know what I mean? Looked like back in the day, the old school phones would make a buzz sound before a text or call came in. Yeah. What do you think of Jasmine and Ondo on the hourly, please? I'm sick today and out of work. I'm here, though. Couldn't miss your stream. Thanks, Sammy, for all your knowledge, making gains. Hey, I'm so happy that you're home, man. May you get to stay home many more days one day. The way Sammy transformed my subconscious is insane. Show up daily, take notes, and the results from the work is going to show. Amen. Trading is all about psychology, conviction, patience, and believing in yourself. Amen. You can pay for the 99 membership immediately by emailing Crypto Lifers and paying cryptocurrency if you want to do that. What's the version of BOOKMAP you have as subscription, Sam? Global. It blows me away because there's almost more value in the things you say that aren't related to crypto than there is in the trading because money can only do so much for you. Amen. I like what you just said. You're understanding. You're starting to get it now. You're starting to get life. But we all have to, you know what it is? We all have to go after money and get the money first to realize that it wasn't the money that we needed, but we have to get it first. You got to get rich first because you think getting rich is the answer. When you get rich, you realize it's not. But it still feels good to watch your daughter ride horses at a horse farm for $400 a week. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, money helps, man. People say money isn't everything, but it provides a lot of opportunity. I wouldn't be in Florida if I didn't make no money. Let's get real here. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be able to go where I wanted. I wouldn't be at a pool. I wouldn't be poolside. My kids wouldn't be playing with me all day if I didn't work my butt off. So you can say whatever you want. You can hate on money, but you have to come to facts that you got to use it. You got to come to terms with you got to come to terms with it. For years, I was that guy. Oh, money. I don't want to be in society. You got to do this. I couldn't. Because I wasn't good with money, so I didn't want to be a part of it. I shied away from it. I made excuses for why I couldn't get to where everyone else was at. Oh, because I don't want to live like that. Meh. I hear other people talk like that now, and I'm like, I remember saying those same things because I was upset with myself. Wasn't happy with the way I was living. So I made excuses. It was really simple. I made excuses for why I wasn't where I wanted to be. And until I was done making excuses, until the pain of the depression that the excuses had made was just too big for me to stop making excuses. You get it? Like, that's when things started to change for me. And honestly, this place is a place where I can use therapy to tell you how I got out of the ruts that I was in. I hit many ruts in my life and I got out of them. And, I like sharing the vulnerabilities because through those ruts, those hard times, that's how you become strong. That's what makes you who you are. That's how you get to the next level. I cherish all those pains now. 70,800 for 80 for Bitcoin, back up again, doing damage. Pretty strong bearish divergence now as this whole RSI swings down, as this swings up. Again, tells me to be a little careful here for Bitcoin. But wow, we've traded pretty nicely, huh? We figured it out ever since here. The entry down when I first looked, it was 69.5. And it's funny, it only took us to 70,000. It was a $500 move. It felt like a $3,000 move, right? Sam, you did save me. I was out of this trading, but I'm in it to win it. Amen. Chaz, me pumping hard with Bitcoin rise. It's pure FOMO crypto this year. I still don't think you realize how much you changed lives, man. I do say much and have already been in here for a couple months, but you have changed everything. Much love and many thanks. Shout out to Jimmy Padwick. God bless you, brother. Nice call, brother. Hey, man, I do what I can to help each and every one of you. Were you wearing shorts or pants today? I'm wearing a beautiful pair of coverings on my legs. All right. I actually really like what I'm wearing right now because it looks so. It's such a nice combination. I got 13 minutes left in the stream. We're still not done yet. This actually might go parabolic right here, up to 70,004. Look, these like white cocky. The white cocky, it just like it brings out. Oh my gosh. The Burberry belt, man, you can't beat that. I got that Burberry belt on sale for $300. It was a $500 belt, but I bought it not this November, but last November with my buddy Crypto Muser in Miami at that outdoor mall that I always see on like YouTube. Anyway, man, blessings on blessings, everybody. And it's up to you. If you think I'm wearing pants, then I am. If you think I'm wearing shorts, then I am. It's up to you. What do you think I'm wearing? I wear whatever you want me to. Anyway, and to the, there's a lot of real men here. They don't want to see me wearing. They don't give a damn what I'm wearing, man. I don't want to turn I don't want to turn those people off. My family guys. That bright blue suit last week was banging. Thank you. I feel like that was a Bloomingdale coat too, man. That thing was high end. My wife bought that for me. I think of you in a pink bunny suit. Thank you. I appreciate that. Just don't rock a Borat. Yeah. You talking about yourself is the reason people watch the channel. Keep doing you and always be positive. Shout out to Emmanuel Aldrit. He's wearing pink panties. Pants today, we going up. I know, right? When I wear pants, we go up. When I wear shorts, we shorten the market. But man, we back above $70,000 for Bitcoin. In a bit of a standstill here, but I still see the short squeeze coming. And the charts could tell us what was going to happen. Look, we hung out with the 21. We made a beautiful ascending triangle. Bit of a double bottom here. Pretty cool how we get through these, right? Every single time. Now we're up $140. I mean, now we're up some money. You see what I'm saying? Now we're up some money, baby. So we'll see what happens. Now we in the games, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Shout out to everybody here. We got in at 69,670 on that trade. We'll see where this one takes us. That was last night's entry. You're in the money if you took my trade from last. I gave you the call. Man, I hand out ones, man. And you get a one, and you get some money, and you get some money, and you get some money. Trader just straight throwing out calls daily for free. The crypto life. Nobody does it the way we do it, baby. I know everybody hates XRP, but its market cap is 503 flow, and just today, probably just say 50 cents forever. Yeah, you never know. Floral board shorts over here, loving it. Soul pumping, baby. Dude, when soul pumps, I'm a happy man. You know that. You know that. Man, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. You are wearing boxers. This guy. Keep your pants on, cuz. Shout out to Lonely Floater. That's a nice name, Lonely Floater. This guy's funny, man. XRP is going to leave melted faces. Hey, I still hold XRP. You never know. But I mean, people have been saying that for years. I could say that every day, and eventually when it happens, it's like a broken clock strike. Is eventually right. Do you give out calls or teach us, man? I do it all, baby. Can you forgive me for shorting Soul last days, sir? Hey, man, it's okay. It's your portfolio that's going to have to forgive you, not mine. Hey, proud of you, Sam. Been watching for a few years now. Shout out to Big Jim's Wiener Dogs. I just read the name and like after it. Yo, these people, you guys are stupid, man. When I say it's stupid, it's like stupid funny. Like you know it's ridiculous, but you did it anyway. Like you just Big Jim Wiener Dogs, man. He's like, no, I actually sell freaking hot dogs, man. It's my company. He might actually be just a hot dog vendor, right? And his name's Big Jim, bro. You never know, but it's just too much for me, man. Oh my God. Seriously, should have skipped the bathroom break. Hey, come check out. Come on, man. Be easy now. That's crazy what you're doing there. All right. No one's checking out anything, all right? Only the doctor can check you out. That's about it. That's the only one checking you out. All right. Oh my gosh. Yo, things are getting hot here for Bitcoin. I'm telling you, man. This short squeeze, like, it's on like Donkey Kong. Says we're going to 70,004, and it's the 8-hour time frame too. Look at the, oh man, it's my baby. Anyway, remember when I told you to watch the 8-hour? Remember when I told you? Hold on. We got to go back. There's like so much learning going on right now that I'm skipping over. Anyway, last night, what time frame did I long? It's just so crazy how I'm like uncannily, it's like I'm futuristic with it. I don't even get it. I'll just randomly pick a time frame. Like last night, I was like, it's the 8-hour, like, right? And people look at me like I'm insane. And if you look at the 8-hour today, it's just it's a massive candle, right? And I traded the 8-hour reversal, right? I said, like, let's trade it's the time frame. I gave the trade on the 8-hour time frame. Just crazy, man. And that's the time frame that's really taken off right now. Like it's paying. It looks like it's coming out on the 1 minute because you're seeing it. I mean, that's bullish engulfing, 8-hour, ready to rock. Stochastic's low. I mean, brah. So if you took my trade, the trade was given on the 8-hour. Absolutely lovely. Absolutely wonderful. 70,141 for Bitcoin. We're at the highest we've been in the trade. Winning. This is called winning. All right. This is what called winning is. This is what winning is. In case you didn't know, this is what winning is. All right. Showing up every single day, being a family guy for your kids, not drinking, staying disciplined, going after your dreams. That's winning. All right. Not being some big shot, not throwing your money around. That's not winning. All right. Winning is being a family guy, showing up every day to your whatever your job is that you have for your family, whatever business you create or whatever you're doing. You handle your business. You show up every single day. You mind your business like it says on the penny. That's winning. All right. You take your wife to dinner. You tell your kids how much you love them. All right. That's winning. That's winning. You get more time with your kids because you're home more. That's winning. All right. That's winning. Trading volume variance still ultra low. Stratos. I am no in outs of crypto. I will go to the moon and it is suppressed. Holding for holding is useless. I bought ICP at the right time and made profits. Amen. If anyone gets bored of you talking, you can always bring your daughters on and have them talk about their day. I think that could make a few people change their mind. No. No one gets bored. No one gets bored. I've never heard that. Remember the Charlie Sheen winning? It was so funny. I'm just winning. Winning. Yeah. GME was a distraction for some Moon Boys to miss the BTC run. Possibly. Your team 2-0 in a best of 7 series. That's winning. I know, right? That's a nice Twitter TikTok clip. Winning. Winning. Tiger blood, bro. He's got tiger blood. So look, again, we're going to wait for the stochastics to reset. We're going to wait for the 21 to come and interact with price. If that happens, we have another flag that may play out. We defy the double top M pattern. Things are really starting to go in our favor. If you took the trade from last night, you were still in the money. I love saying that. If you joined my trading group, you got the education, you took the trade, you're in the money. I say this a lot. We do this a lot. The code for people who miss GME is real. You're funny, right? Do you give calls or help us learn? Caspa pumping a little bit. High is melting. Oh my gosh. I'm happy I didn't finish that. Gonna eat some short positions soon. Oh wow. Sam, love your positive obs. Positive people have positive things happen to them. That's winning. Mike, you're 100% right, my friend. It just keeps happening. It never stops, my friend. And the days go on. 11:56. I don't know how we do it every single time. 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. with those morning live streams. Unbelievable. Let me jump back into the fan funding, see if I missed anything. But it's been a quiet front here on the on the super chat, which is fine. I'm not complaining. I'm super happy. This has been a great live stream. Unbelievable. We got to look at Arrow and People, and we'll take a look at Arrow and People. But we've been watching Bitcoin most of the stream. Bitcoin has been entertaining us here. And I am live trading. I have a live trade open. So I may not have opened the trade today, but I opened it last night. So I live traded. It is a continuation. So, I mean, we can all still agree that I'm live trading, right? When I show you the trade that's open live and I got real money on the trade, that's live trading. Is that correct? Mochi on base, cup and handle, 20 million market cap. Love your calls. Mochi on base. Shout out to Bufflink in the house. Okay. Thank you, Bufflink, for the $2 super chat. And any last minute super chats you want me to go over, any coins, send them in. I'll be looking here closely at the fan funding right now. Heavily focused on the fan funding. If there's something you really want to get on my radar or want me to see, I will definitely see it right now. Okay. So the last time I put it out, it looked like it could kind of make a little move out the flag, but it dumped a little bit. But see how this thing looks like it's good. This is Constitution down, right? People. They said they all get together and they were going to buy like an original copy of the Constitution, right? Isn't that like what it's about? On display at Sotheby's or something, isn't that what? I mean, this looks like it's just getting started. I would have to say I would find a flag on like the 15 or the 7. I would flag out the 15 minute and I would take the flag because the daily and the 4 hour look really nice. So it suggests that this will play out. And then you're going to get the 21 crossing the 200. The 15 just broke above the 200. This looks like a big move is coming. The entry would be on the 15. The daily suggests you can get to 20 cents. I think I heard someone say, people to set 20 cents. But it does look like we can get to 20 cents. So the daily looks hot. The 4 hour looks hot. Use the 15 minute to enter into people. And it's really, I could put this to the trading group, but you really have to watch this time-stamped idea here to figure out what I'm saying. Can you take a look at Tensor? Yeah. We like Tensor. I know Tensor. I talked about Tensor about a week or two ago. It was on my radar. I actually liked it. It spoke to me. So look, it broke out of that cup and handle, came back down, Tensor. And to me now it's in a large cup and handle. And look, 8 days of dumpage. How many more times can people dump the thing till it starts to cool off? Resistance. Bitcoin back at 70,000. Retesting the flag now. Hanging on that 21. That could be a retest there. Let me get rid of this and this and make it neater. I mean, now you're on the 21. You've just wicked. Technically starting to break out now. Stochastics are low. There would be the pump would begin now. Right now. And we would pump again. This says to about 70,400. And a new coin Yulti. Okay, a new coin Yulti. Thank you. I see what you're saying. I missed that. I see it now when I reread the super chat. Apologize for misreading that. Okay, so resistance, bounce, resistance. I mean, really strong support right there. So that could be a nice bounce, personally, right? You know, I mean, that looks beautiful. I've recently added a coin to my portfolio. I'll tell my trading group what it is. They actually already know. But I recently added a coin to my portfolio. And it's been like been a week since I had like a pretty large position, like $8,000 to $10,000 position. I mean, that's a cup and handle at support, at a dollar support, psychological dollar support. To me, that's a buy. And again, anything can happen. Maybe it goes lower. You never know. But that's, I mean, you're not chasing. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, you know, in the last 5 days have been dumpage, or 4 days. So, and this would take you back to about 189. It's an 89% gain basically from 105 or 84, right? Anyway, look for, you know, I like where we're at right now. That's definitely something I would DCA into for a ride further to the upside. Tensor, a newer coin on the radar that I found, and I really actually like the coin, and that's a Sammy cup and handy. I mean, look at that giant rounded bottom coming back to support. Very likely that's going to be a bounce. I'd put Tensor on the radar for the trading group. Everyone should have that written down. You should rechart that. Every single thing that I chart, you should be recharting. All right? Every single thing that I chart, you should be recharting. Okay? Bang, bang, bang. And Master Friend hitting the same gain I did with 200% leverage. Look at that. 200x, nailing it. All right? If you want to jump on in and learn about Master Friend and what he does, hit the QR code and the link here and find out more about Master Friend, man. The guy's unbelievable. He's inside of my Discord. He'll change your life. He'll help you see the charts in a different way. It is an extra $300, but I'm telling you, if you keep losing and you want to trade leverage to the point of no return, and you want to do more than, you know, I trade leverage Bitcoin and I nail it. You want to do more. You want to trade NASDAQ. You want to even get funded. There's a whole crew of people doing all sorts of different things in my trading group. I am the leader, but there's a lot going down. So if you want to jump on in, check it out with Master Friend. All right. Hit that QR code or the link to find out more. Can you look at not? Shout out to Paolo Bertoneri. Paulo, we love you. Live, laugh, love, asking about ONDO. We'll take a look at ONDO, and we'll take a look at Notcoin as well. Tensor looking nice to me. I would keep Tensor on the radar. Remember, red days are the days to buy. All right? People get all weirded out, and they get in their heads on red days, but that's the day to take advantage of the market, too. Smart day to buy some ABT, in my humble opinion. But, again, what do I know? I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. So that's just what I think. Who knows? But you got that cup and handle on Tensor on the 8 hour. And man, this live stream is amazing. I never know what we're going to do here on this live. I never know how hot it's going to get, what's going to pop, what Bitcoin's going to do, what it's not going to do. But I put my best foot forward every day, and a lot of days we have such an amazing live stream. So many cool things happen on this live that I just never think possible. So I had that little flag. It did not break out, right? Last time someone might have asked me about ONDO. ONDO was in this beautiful flag. This is what I looked at, right? And we broke out. And you have this, you know, your measured move. Suggest that we still go higher, at least to 173. And then we could take this as some strong support because, I mean, we hit it so many times. ONDO on the daily looks good to me. Let's take a look at it on the 3-day. 3 days overbought. 2 days overbought. Daily looks better, right? So we could get some sideways price action. 2-day and the 3-day weren't really fully matured yet, too, so they don't give you a lot of awesome price action. 4-hour wants to rip right now. So look, moving average is getting tight inside of a falling wedge flag. We got a sell off from 148. People got, we had a nice pump. It was hot. What can we say? If you lose this level, you can come down and possibly test 116. And then you're going to come down and test the 200 MA on the 4-hour. Unlikely. Usually when these get this tight, you're going to pump. I say ONDO goes more sideways and eventually pumps further up. I see ONDO going to 176 before it dumps, but I could be wrong. I know nothing but the fact about ignorance, but I like what I'm seeing here for ONDO. I'm personally already in a big bag. I was yelling to buy ONDO way back then, and I built a bag of it in front of everybody. I even think on this channel you probably saw me buy it, but if not, definitely my trading group knows how much ONDO I have, and I go over it every single week. And I still hold my big bag of ONDO, and I'm hanging in there. ONDO also has this kind of swing up to swing up while it swings down here on the RSI. That's some hidden bullets divergence. And if you pulled the fib there, you're also at that 786 fib. I pulled the mini fib, which is from this low impulse to the top of that channel right there. You can see you're sitting at that golden pocket, even wick to the 786. So I like what ONDO's doing. And to me, I'd put myself behind this trade. And if we get stopped out, so be it. But it looks like 175 is coming for ONDO. All right. Oh, one thing I want to talk about is Bitcoin Nashville, everybody. I'm going, and I would love to see you there. It would be really, really cool. So check it out. Come to Bitcoin Nashville. I'll have a new 1-month-old baby that I probably won't want to leave. But it's a once in a lifetime. I truly believe this. Bitcoin events, they're once a year. So there's going to be 20 in the next 20 years. I think they're a once in a lifetime opportunity every single year too, because the people you meet are the people they're your tribe. They're the people you want to meet. They're the people that you want to be involved with. They're progressive individuals starting companies. They're smart guys that really, that are coding and figuring out the next thing to change the world. There's crypto enthusiasts. There's Bitcoin lovers. There's people that know the banks are horrible. You're just around such an upbeat, open-minded, and people that just aren't open-minded, people that put their actions behind their thoughts, like doers, people who are changing the world. And then there's there's Michael Saylor, and there's so many other there's so many speakers and so much inspiration all around you. And it's good vibes, good food, good people. Nashville's going to be amazing, right? There's probably going to be amazing events at night, or we'll be able to see just music groups and stuff. So I'm excited. You should be excited, man. Bitcoin Nashville is going to be a big deal. Jump on in the 25th to the 27th. I have a link if you want to use my link to jump on in. I do get a commission to that if you want to jump on in. So if you're going, you might as well use my link. Get yourself a whale pass, industry pass, and hang out, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be an absolute blast. Bitcoin Nashville. You might even meet Kathy Wood. You never know. And the rest of the people that are running the financial, sector. So jump on in today. Find out more. You got Marathon. We hold Mara. We could go speak to Mara. They'll probably have a rep there too. So find out more about what you're investing in. Go to Bitcoin Nashville. Plan your trip today. Hit the link. I'm telling you right now, you do not want to miss Bitcoin Nashville. I'm telling you right now. And I'm saying, even if I wasn't going, even if I wasn't I've been to these events. They're absolutely amazing. My commission, whatever, it doesn't matter to me. I want you to go and have an amazing time. And I want to meet you too. I would love to meet each and every one of you. And I'm going to be there. And it's amazing to meet people at these events. So come to Bitcoin Nashville. It'll be amazing. I can't wait to see each and every one of you there. It'll be a blast. I really should have a booth there where I live stream. Internet's usually not that good in there though. It's been spotty, for a stream. Sometimes you can fight everyone because everyone else is grabbing the same internet. It can be hairy. But it's not like it's the worst internet. It works, So Bitcoin fell down a little bit more. We're going to have to kind of see what happens here on the bigger time frame. That 8-hour did absolutely beautiful though. And we breached some key levels of support or resistance. Not amazing. This flag did not end up playing out, right? So boom, that ended up would have stopping you out on the day. But look, if you hit this, you hit that, and then you got stopped out. As long as you weren't too crazy on that one, you'd be doing pretty well. So, and that's kind of my trading style. I just keep hitting it until eventually something stops. But we had a beautiful move here from Bitcoin from 69,382 all the way up to about 70,160. Almost $1,000 move for Bitcoin, and we were able to call it, claim it, and nail it. And we'll see. Trade was at 150. Wow, it came down that fast. 73. Dang. Anyway, we'll see what happens. This is a long-term trade. So I wasn't trying to take 150 anyway. We'll go from there. I'd like to look at DXY pumped also today. We looked at that. Anyway. And let's look at Notcoin, as somebody asked here too as well. Notcoin on MEXC. Saw this little flag did not hold. That would have got stopped out. All right. I personally didn't trade Notcoin. I like the flag that it started to make. I'll give that to you. Even the 4 hour doesn't have a lot of, 1 hour. So you'd look for this really, as crazy as this is, just wait for aggressive entry is now. Bit of an inverted head and shoulder. Looks like it's a good spot to buy Notcoin. We'll continue. I truly believe Notcoin will continue. Tana's hot. It's a meme. I don't see why it's not going to continue to rip. And again, I don't own any. It doesn't matter whether it rips or not to me. It means nothing. Nobody told me to talk about it. I'm not getting paid to shill Notcoin. Just want to make that really clear. I'll always be honest with you when I hold or have a position if I'm going over the chart, right? So Notcoin wants to boom, in my humble opinion, to 4 cents. So I see a move coming for Notcoin. And now if you want to play it safe, you wait for it to close like maybe 2 or 3 candles above the 1 hour, above this yellow line. And that's a likelihood of a move further to the upside for Notcoin, possibly to 4 cents. So I'd be watching for that very, very closely. Shout out to the $49 in chat revenue, 765 likes. Let's get to 1,000 likes, everybody. I know we can do it. I know we can get 1,000 likes in this live stream. Let's get it going, baby. Let's get it going. Are you afraid of the like button is going to hurt you? No, it will not hurt you. You can do it, baby. You can do it. Wow. Okay. Unbelievable. Anyway, I'm winding down at the end of the stream. Please follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. Big news today. In June 2024, Bitcoin ETFs experienced significant inflows, with a total of $2 billion in the past week alone, bringing the 5-week total to $4.3 billion. This surge in investment was led by Bitcoin, which saw inflows of $1.9 billion, and Ethereum, which had its largest inflow week since March, was $69 million. Notably, Bitcoin ETFs now hold over $70 billion in Bitcoin, representing approximately 5% of the total Bitcoin supply. This includes 11 ETFs with a combined $61 billion in assets under management, highlighting a growing institutional interest in cryptocurrency investment vehicles. We knew it was coming 10 years ago. I told you guys, buy Bitcoin. But nobody listened, right? Nobody listened. And memes are still hot. You can have fun playing memes if you want all day long. I'm in and out. I'm playing a few, but I'm not just running after every single meme out there. I did add, I will say something. I'm going to tell my group a coin that I added last night before I went to bed. I just did it right before I went to bed. And we'll talk about that in a little while. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. I'll be back to kind of update and rework this chart to see what's happening, where we're going for the trading group. But I'm going to give my mind a rest here as I've been doing TA for about 2 hours straight. Everybody, I love you. And since this morning, so way longer than about 5 hours since 7 a.m. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. I thank you so much for being here, a part of the stream. We did a beautiful Monday start. And the trade from last night still in the green too with the weekly candle close. So I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you all tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. And I'll see you in the trading group if you want to join. If you want to jump into the trading group, we have an easy way to do that. If you just jump right here to the live chat, we make it very simple. Hit the link here, cryptolifer.com. If you want to trade where I trade, go to MEXC. That's where I was trading right now, showing you where it was happening, showing my perpetual. And MEXC is the best place. It has a really good user experience. In and out, the best future interface too. The interface is amazing. And it's 0 spot maker fee and 0.1 spot taker fee and only 0.01 future. It's the least amount of fees of all the other exchanges are doing 0.6. There's 6xing the fees. I'm telling you right now. You can't get it any cheaper than MEXC. So that alone is their billboard, man. I'm telling you right now. Why give your money away to fees when you don't have to? Applicable in your area. Sign up to MEXC. They're going to make KYC too. So they're going to make sure they're a KYC applicable. They want to be in the forefront of going by the rules. You have to get yourself an RNS ID Get yourself an RNSID, a digital identification card. You will have to scan your face. You will basically be doxing yourself into the crypto world on blockchain. But again, if you're okay with that and you're ready to move to the next stage of a digital identity in a way, then I would get yourself a Palau ID and you'd be able to trade on NextC. But it's up to you. Make that decision for yourself. If you don't want to do that, you can go to Blowfin and trade on Blowfin. That's going to be your kind of one of your only few options as it's getting harder and harder to do so. All right. I like to do the right thing. I got the Palau ID. It is what it is, baby. Right? You're not going to run. It's all on the blockchain. You might as well get ready to be transparent now. All right. All right. Okay. Brett and Pepe are holding better than all the other halts. Palau ID was one of the best things I ever did. It really feels good, doesn't it? When that ID came in the mail and I started, it just changed the way I felt about crypto. It was just amazing. All right, everybody, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here with the Crypto Lifer. It's every single day. Remember that 7 days a week. Like, I didn't get a weekend off. I worked all weekend, right? I got some time. I hung out with my kids. I'm not saying I didn't chill, you know, and I did make sure I spent time with my family, but the grind never stops, man. And if you do it 7 days a week, guys and gals, lifers and lifeettes, I'm just saying you're going to be on top. No one's going to be able to kick you off. You're going to be spot on. So I love you all. Believe in yourselves. You can, you will. You are the best. Stay around positive people. Kick negative people out of your life. And in a second, anyone negative around you, address it and say, I don't want that around me. If you're going to be like that, please leave. I only want positive people in my life, and make it a point. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay blessed. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, each and every one of you. You guys showed up, and this stream is amazing because of it. Stay blessed. No days off. Remember, do you know what the secret to success is, right? It's getting started.